you were talking about like being a bad kid. And I don't think there are kids who are bad. Like, I just think people make poor
Yeah,
choices
yeah,
and
definitely make choices.
right. And they're confused, it's like, and they don't really have a lot of direction. But give me a sense of just your background, like your family background, where you're from, what you were like in high school. So if there's someone out there who can relate, it'd be really helpful to see where they can go.
So I was born in San Jose, California. Both of my parents didn't make it as far as high school. Like they didn't graduate from high school, let alone went to college. We moved to Yerington. So I practically was born like raised in Yerington. Small town, very small town, so everyone just knows each other. I was a little tomboy, grew up with two little brothers. When I got into high school, I don't know, I just hung around the wrong group of friends and the people that just didn't want to see you strive in life. And I just got a part of that, and grades were just nasty. And I didn't
Like, how bad?
like D's and F's. They do this thing at the high school that if you have like D's or F's, like you couldn't go to lunch. You had to stay in like lunch detention practically. So that was me every day. I couldn't go to lunch like every time that everyone else did. My junior year, I realized like, this is not who I want to become. I actually want to become something one day. And I love my parents to death, but I wanted to become something and not like end up, in a bad situation or having kids young.
How does that happen? Like, how do you go from being someone who barely cares, who's like getting D's and F's, doing things that aren't really helping yourself, to all of a sudden being like, I actually want to do something different. Like, I want to change. And, how hard is it to do that?
Like I said, Yerington is very small. So I was like, do I want to stay in this small town and work at a crappy job, or do you want to make money, become something, help people? And I think a big part of it is my little brother. He has an immune deficiency. He was born with it his whole entire life. He can't produce white blood cells like we can. So when he gets sick, like he is down for like a good 3 weeks because his body doesn't have those antibodies to protect him. So he has to get shots every 3 weeks to live. So those are creating antibodies to protect his body for 21 days only. So he really inspired me to help people like him.